Hey guys, welcome to our first live version of Football Fury. I have Tim and Maurice. Now you could have put a face to the name. This is what is it? Week 6, guys. Week 6 coming
Week
up.
6 coming up.
Yep,
Week 6
yeah.
coming
Don't
up.
forget your boy Sean. Sports Nation.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
What
Sean.
up?
Speaking up, we're like Richard Sherman all the time. But let's
Yeah, talk to me when you're talking to the best. I shut it down real quick.
so I'm gonna turn it over to Maurice and Tim. Take it away.
All right, Maurice, welcome, man. We live, man.
What's going
We are
on?
live.
Big time.
All right, we're going to start over we have some very good football talk today. All right, in the first quarter, how do we face the New York Jets? Now, before we start, Maurice, we know the New York Jets are 1-4, right? Now, I know in the offseason, the division, you was like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think they're ready yet. Is there anything we can do right now to fix the Jets going forward, or do you think we need to start over? What would you do right now?
Right now, see, it's funny because you can see me on video now, so you see my hand gesture I made. Blow them up. They are terrible, but it's not the players. It's the management. It's the people who draft. The drafting sucks. Like, when is the last time they actually drafted a quality first-round offensive player? I mean, at the skill position especially. Their wide receivers are terrible. Eric Decker is not a number one receiver. They shouldn't have gave him that money. They need a legitimate number one receiver. Geno is whoever was the scout that said Geno should have been a franchise quarterback. Fire him because he's not a franchise quarterback. They'll probably have to go back to the draft to look for another quarterback, which means that'll be the third quarterback they've looked for in the last 5 or 6 years. It's just the drafting process to me is like they're doing it wrong. They need to start over from that level and work their way down. Now with the coaching, Rex Ryan, he's a great defensive coordinator. He always gave Peyton Manning and Tom Brady fits on defense. Offense, he's clueless. Nothing is there. Like he has no game plan. He has no halfway through game shakeups. Like he doesn't strategize after halftime. It's like if the script doesn't work for the beginning of the game, screw it. Let us go home. They don't win games after when they're down by 10 at halftime. They lose every single time. They don't win. They don't come back at the half. They can't scheme their way out of things. It's just but they can only carry you so far.
So your thing right now is blow up the team. That's it. Start over. I'm agreeing with some parts. First off, I'm not gonna blame Geno Smith. I think he's a good quarterback. I'm not blaming Rex Ryan at all. I'm blaming this on the owner and the GM. First, I'm gonna start off with the owner. This is a certain rule that it should apply to all owners. If you hire a GM, let a GM do his job. Let him hire the personnel that he wants, not the coach that you want, and then let him put whatever he wants in place. If the GM did not want Rex Ryan at all, and he wanted his own coaching staff, it should have been like that. You got Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan, to me, is doing the best he can, trying to put a defense, have money to play with to build around Geno Smith. Okay, you got Chris Johnson. They've been saying Chris Johnson is washed up. He's not the same 2,000-yard running back he was in Tennessee. They didn't do anything right. Now, it's going back to the same thing when Geno's working with. Absolutely nothing. When you go and look at, you have Decker, who, to me, is training like it's a Miles Austin with hamstring problems. On the other side, you got David Nelson. Listen, when your most productive receiver is Jeremy Curley, I mean, that's 10 years. Michael Vick is not a quarterback that can do you any good in this decade.
It's not.
You do have linemen and linebackers who run just as fast as Michael Vick. You understand? So they didn't do anything. If I'm the Jets right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep playing Geno Smith. I'm going to try to how you call it, dig deep into the roster and maybe find a gem or something. If I'm the GM, this is what I'm gonna do, because you know you're gonna try to fire Rex Ryan next year. You know you're gonna try to get a coaching staff out of the Seattle Seahawks roster to come here and build this team. That's the whole agenda. That's the whole agenda. I don't believe the GM wanted Rex Ryan. I believe the owner did. This was an ownership move, and the GM did nothing at all to build around Geno Smith and to make Rex Ryan look good. And this is bad. I don't blame this season at all on Rex Ryan or Geno Smith. I really don't. I blame it solely on the GM and the owner.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, it starts from the upper management, because these are the guys who put these people in place, and then they pigeonhole them by not surrounding. You say it's to keep them out of bad situations. So Geno comes out there by himself for 3 plays, either turns the ball over or punches the ball away, and then defense right back out on the field. So what Rex Ryan needs to go back to is his formula when he first got there with Mark Sanchez. Strong running game led to a easy passing game. Top defense, top number 1 defense. Where you can't. This is a league where you got to have elite players on offense. Like just going out there on offense and snapping the ball is not enough anymore. He doesn't pay attention to, like, there was a couple years ago when he was on the sidelines during the preseason game, wasn't even paying attention to the offense while they was out there. You can see they doesn't do anything. Like, it's the same game plan week in, week out. Oh, I'm going to run the ball a little while. Oh, that doesn't work? Okay. I'm going to throw little short passes down the field. It doesn't work, man. You need a big body wide receiver. You need a decent number 2 guy. You need a tight end who can catch the ball. And you need a running back. Who games here or there? No, you earn that 1 and 4.
But you also forget you also need holy water. You need holy water because
you know what they do?
You got to buy these Jets fans. You know, listen, I'm disappointed at how the Jets fans do think about Geno Smith and Rex Ryan, and not look at the big picture about, you know, the owner and the GM. But, you know, I have to give credit to a lot of Jet fans in a way where they're still fans, because I mean if I have to put up any type of fan base they're so very patient, trying to make hopefully their team gets better next year, and it's Jets fans all the way. But you know what? You also got to change the culture in that Jets organization. You really do. The owner needs to do is trust in his GM, let him bring his people in. Hey, someone goes on, and let's see. You all look at Jerry Jones. You're spending the money. You want to have an input on what's going on because of what you know is your money. But at the same time, how do you know what you're paying for, and your GM won't do his job if you don't just sit back for a year or 2 and let him just work? You never know what he brings to the table.
Exactly.
And this is what Woody Johnson got to do. He has to let his GM do a job at the same.
Because you didn't know about the time difference in California.
It was the heat.
Yeah, I mean, like, wait, what? How do you not know about the time difference? And even if you didn't, California's 3 hours behind New York. You should be 3 hours early, not 3 hours late. Like, so, I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, like, this is just dumb players, dumb people drafting dumb players, and then surprise, surprise, dumb things happen. Like, you got to get some smart players in there. So the stupid mistakes, because, like, that's like you said, oh, well, I ain't got nothing to do with football. It does, because the little stupid mistakes, you know, they start to add up, and they manifest on the field, and then they end up calling timeout on game winning touchdowns, or you know, or they're committing penalties that call back touchdowns or field goals or something like that, or they're committing penalties that'll extend drives, you know, turn a field goal attempt into a touchdown.
Maurice, I can't say that. I can't say he's not a good coach, because the thing is, listen, when you're a head coach, you want to be given that better. Listen, it's Bill Parcells' famous quote: "If you want me to cook the dinner, at least let me shop for the groceries." And again, we've witnessed when Tannenbaum was running the show, and they had a live NFL draft, a video on HBO Hard Knocks of Rex Ryan, and Tannenbaum goes and says, "Okay, Rex Ryan, it's the 6th round pick. Okay, you can make a draft pick right here." That's embarrassing. You mean to tell me this man stood there for 5 rounds of the NFL draft, and he had not one say so? He should have a say so on what goes on.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in the NFL draft, the head coach, all the coaching staff, and I believe the quarterback. The quarterback should be in that room because you're the one who's going to be going to work. You want your quarterback to be there.
Well, and the quarterback should be there unless they're looking for a new quarterback. Then then you're not going to be in there.
The quarter.
You don't want to be in the quarter, yeah.
Sean came in live.
All right. We're going to definitely move on to the next quarter, man. Poor New York Jets, man. Poor Jets. Okay, Maurice. We're going with our top 10 power rankings. All right, top 10 power rankings. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the bottom. Start from the bottom, then go up to the top. Now, I'm going to let you go first. Who's your top 10 NFL teams?
You know, I don't even want to start from the bottom. I'd rather start from the top.
All right, let's go. Start from the top.
Just because this is not, I feel like there's no drama. There's no suspense in like the first couple picks because we all know who it's going to be because we all got eyeballs. We can see. We can watch. So, number one, I still, until further notice, I got Seattle at number one.
Okay.
They still have the best defense. And their offense is emerging. And like looking at they played a sloppy game in Washington on Monday and still had complete control of that game.
Hey, Maurice.
Yo, they robbed Percy. They robbed Percy.
Oh yeah, I know they robbed Percy. I know they robbed Percy on my fantasy team. How you think I feel?
Sean, listen, we all know you're a Seattle fan. You know, don't worry about it. My Cowboys will take care of you on Sunday, but we're gonna say that for this quarter, for the last quarter. We'll say that for the last quarter. All right, but
all right, well,
but here's, go ahead. We go. So you have Seattle Seahawks as your number one team.
Yeah.
In the ranking. Okay, my number one team in the ranking is the Seattle Seahawks, only because they still have the top defense. They still look very equipped. The offense, I'm not impressed with. I'm not too impressed with the offense. I think it's too much. It's too much gadget, too much college football, too much mistakes on the opposing team. You know, I'm not a fan of the offense. Their defense is strictly legit. The defense just makes the offense look even better just by the way the defense plays. So I'm gonna keep it number one.
Our offensive line needs working, big time. The O-line needs working.
All right. Oh yeah, they really do. But okay, number two. Now, this is actually the only reason why they're number two to me is because of this ridiculous performance they had against a top 10 defense. I got the Broncos at number two, and now I know people are saying, wait, you had somebody else at number two? Let me explain. The way Peyton Manning came in there and just threw the ball for like 39 million yards against one of the top defenses in the league is just everybody heard about Patrick Peterson. Yeah, I'm the best quarterback and blah blah blah, and you know, and this defense that, this defense this. Peyton Manning said, I care not about that. Torched him. Demaryius Thomas, 226 yards. He single-handedly beat me in fantasy. Nothing you can do, but you can just sit there and watch and be like, wait, why is this happening to us? That's all you can say.
Okay. Well, listen. All right. I second that. I don't got the Denver Bronco team up there. Rising up the rankings that fast. Phillip Rivers having an MVP season. They've lost two of their running backs. They got this kid Oliver he did work. And he got Antonio Gates I mean, he's not playing like the old Tony Gates every
No.
game, but he's giving it enough juice for them to get by. And Phillip Rivers is doing a heck of a job.
Same thing you say. This guy Oliver, I know it's only one game. It seems like San Diego loses a back, they plug another back in, they do work. So,
Right.
and I'm like, I feel like that's not a fluke. I'm not saying that he's going to be, the next Adrian Peterson or Shady McCoy or nothing like that. But I feel like he can get some yards, he can get some touchdowns, he can be an answer to the run game while Matthews and Woodhead is out. Now,
Right.
if you're looking for him on the waiver wire in the keeper league, don't waste your time because he's already on my roster. I snatched him up ASAP.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah.
So,
and besides, I was kind of mad at that. I was waiting for my email at 5 o'clock in the morning saying you have now got Oliver on your fantasy team for waiver. And I look, and you know what, Maurice? Me and you're playing each other this week.
Yep.
Yeah, that's some nonsense, man. All right, that's some nonsense right there.
Yeah, man.
All right. But you know what? I have Denver. It's my number 3 team. They look very good. Good win at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Demaryius Thomas had a great game. About time he had a dominant game. It's been more of a. It's still kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Very suspect. You don't have Andre Ellington. You don't have him going on a wheel pattern to the right side for a catch, for a touchdown, on a keep to lead. That's embarrassing for a cornerback. You don't have that, But and this is a rookie. The rookie was moving the ball with the Cardinals. So, your boy. So, but they're number 3 ranked on the power ranking.
All right.
Who's number 4?
Number 4. A lot of people are not going to like this. This is definitely going to come as a shock because I look all the power rankings that I've seen.
Oh, my team.
Ain't nobody had them up this high.
Who's that?
How about them Cowboys?
Oh my God, I'm about to cry tears.
I got the Cowboys at number 4.
Woo!
I got the Cowboys at number 4 for this week. I'm not gonna. I like to say that they aren't a good team right now. You're just a pure hater. They're finally running the ball. DeMarco Murray is an MVP candidate so far. Over 100 yards rushing in every game this year. They win the tough games. The only loss they looked bad in was San Francisco in opening. They won 4 straight since then. You could say, oh well, hey, look at the opponents. You still got to go out. This Seattle game now it takes on because I'm like. At first, when I first look at the schedule, I'm thinking, oh, Seattle's going to win this game. It's at home. It's easy. Now, looking at Cowboys this last couple games, it's not the blowout that I thought it was going to be. Like, it is going to be a lot closer game. So, I'm actually looking forward to that. I can't say Cowboys are that same old 8 Cowboys anymore. They are legit this year. I got Cowboys number 4.
Oh, okay. You know what? This is the moment, man. Sean, are you there, Sean? What I want to do is I want to recall your voice, Maurice. It makes me feel good every time you hear all this stuff you were saying about the Cowboys. It just made me feel so good. I ain't a fan. Of course, everybody knows that in 2 minute warning. I'm a big fan of the Cowboys, but that was oh my God. If only Stephen A. Smith was here to hear that stuff. But listen. I'm going to tell you this. Bengals at number 4. Put the Bengals number, even though they lost to the Patriots, I still respect it. This is the team I picked to go to the AFC Championship game. Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, Bernard, their defense with Burfish. They had a lot of key injuries that game against the Patriots in New England. I think it would have been a different game had the Bengals been home with a whole healthy squad. I like the Bengals still. And I still think the Bengals are going to respond very good against the Panthers next week, but we did a pick on in the last quarter. This morning they lost A.J. Green. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
If they lost A.J. Green for the season or a loss of big time in the coming weeks, then the Bengals will fall because it's going to be hard. You need A.J. Green in that lineup. But as of right now, for what we know, for what I know, I'm gonna keep him at number 4 with the Bengals.
All right.
Okay. Who do you have at number 5?
Number 5 is another other team that not much people are having in this spot, but I like him here. I got the Green Bay Packers at number 5. And I know people were like, oh, well, they started off slow, 1-2 start. You know, it started off slow. Aaron Rodgers got his swagger back. He got his mojo back right now. Aaron Rodgers right now is just came out after he done told everybody to RELAX. It's been nothing but touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Destroyed the Bears' defense. And I say that with coaching, like I gotta say that lightly. I mean, every single touch, every single possession besides one, at the end, they scored on in that game. And then on a short week, they played Minnesota, torched them, blew them way out of the water. To be honest, I don't think it mattered if Teddy Bridgewater played because he doesn't play defense, he didn't even play in the fourth quarter. That's how great he was in the first 3. He sat down in the fourth quarter. Right there, if that offensive line can stay up and keep him standing up straight, look out for Green Bay.
Yeah, listen, Green Bay, have responded so well. They do look just like a nice, dangerous team. All right, I have my Cowboys at number 5. My Cowboys at 5, and I'm gonna tell you why, Maurice. I'm gonna feed off on what you were saying why they're number 4.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, to all the Tony Romo haters out there, especially some in 2-minute warning, I wanna just express myself. First of all, Tony Romo never had a good offensive line the way he has right now, aside from 2008 when I think 3 of them went to the Pro Bowl. But that was a team that Jerry Jones bought a line out of free agency. This is a offensive line that they drafted. There are 3 offensive linemen in the first round, back to back. Second of all, he has a running game, a consistent running game, not a share the load by 3 or 4 running back like a Julio Jones and Marion Barber. We're talking about
Marion the
a number 1 back. He was a barbarian, but they used him wrong.
Yeah, they did use him wrong.
You got DeMarco Murray now. Then you have, if you can run the ball, a nice, steady passing game. Des Bryant, he gets double cover, no problem. Here comes Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams not open, no problem. All right? Then we get all the love. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The Cowboys are number 5 in my book right now. By the way, the defense right now with no DeMarcus Ware, no Jason Hatcher, I think we need to people need to look up 11 defense.
They are playing well right now. They are playing well right now.
The secondary was that trash, but wow, rank number 11. That's something.
They are playing well right now. Let's see if it can continue through the season.
All right, we move on to number 6.
All right, number 6, I got the Bengals, and only reason why they're there is because they were higher on my power rankings if I had to do one last week. So I don't really like the way they came out. They didn't look interested in that game at all.
Right.
Miscues like crazy. I mean, there were plays to be made there. There were plays to get that game close, even though it's in Foxborough. So not to mention they still got 2 games. I think 2 games against the 2 games against the Steelers. They still got to play the Ravens again too. So 6 is high as I can put them.
All right. My number 6 right now, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to the New York Giants, and this is scary. It's looking pretty good for the Giants right now. Eli's playing very good football in his new offense, and it's like they're able to go down the field fast. Not slow, but fast. They're not taking their time. It's about 2, 3, 4 plays. They're already down in the second part of the field. I got to give it to the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Number 6.
That's definitely going to be one of the teams where we do not agree, because they're not in my top 10. Not trying to be don't say oh I'm a hater. Just that
Well,
I just think that there's 10 teams better than they.
I hope it's not because what happened last week,
No,
Maurice.
it has nothing to do with last week, but that is the reason why I got the Colts.
Wow. All right. Number seven. I have the 49. I have the Green Bay Packers.
8, I got the 49ers. They're starting to show life.
All right. Same thing. No, excuse me. Number 8, I got the 49ers.
Oh, you got number 9, I have the Patriots.
My number 9 team, I got the Patriots as well.
Number 10, actually, I have the Ravens. I like this Ravens team.
Number 10, I have the Cardinals still, and they're very they get Carson Palmer possibly next week, and I think they'll be a much better team. Much better team. All right, so we got our
that ends the quarter.
All right, we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
move on. We're gonna move on to the third quarter. The third quarter now is Maurice. What team has impressed you and has not impressed you? Now, here's the thing. Start off with the team that just make you like wow. It's giving you like a wow feeling like they're doing something right now.
That is a tough question. I mean, there's probably a few, but definitely right off the top of my head, I gotta say San Diego. I predicted them to be a playoff team. I predicted them to challenge Denver, but to actually see them do it, to actually go out there and see them play, like I knew they would be 4-1 right now, like they are. I didn't think they would beat Denver.
Right.
I thought they would beat Arizona and lose to Seattle. So that win against Seattle, where it really wasn't even that big, that close, to be honest. Like after the final score, Phillip Rivers went out there, handled Seattle. I like how Seattle's doing. That's my MVP candidate. I expect more out of them. I think that they're going to beat Denver at least one time this year.
My team has impressed me, and I'm gonna give you props on this. The Buffalo Bills. You picked them in the offseason that they'll be the one team to win this division. For them to bench E.J. Manuel and Lawton, and then win at Detroit. And this was crazy because I believe they buried Ralph Wilson in Detroit.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy win. The Buffalo Bills are playing good football, especially on defense. And listen, Kyle Lawton looks better for this offense. You don't need a quarterback to always get out the pocket, want to make plays. You need a quarterback who's going to get the ball to his playmakers. Did we not see that catch by Sammy Watkins?
Yeah.
The one-handed catch? Oh, it was incredible. We saw why he was a top draft pick just with that catch alone. You understand what I'm saying? And
I went and got him.
Listen, hey, stop bragging, man. I'm gonna take care of you this week in fantasy. But the Buffalo Bills, man, they look good. And you know what's scary? I don't want to do my pick 'em right now for it's the next quarter, but I like them against the Patriots. I think at home they're gonna do some damage.
You know,
the Buffalo Bills right now are playing tough defense. I believe with Kyle Lawton, he can get the ball without making the mental mistakes that E.J. Manuel was making. This team can win some good games, some more football games, and win a division because the Patriots are struggling. Yeah. Miami Dolphins, you never know what you're going to get. We got the Jets, the soap opera happening over there. The Buffalo Bills right now, if they can beat the Patriots, it's going to rise their momentum. And it's going to be crazy. But that's the team that impressed me right now the most.
I like that. That's a dangerous team. But the team that I am least impressed with, the thing that disappoints me the most, I should say, it's got to be Jacksonville. Now,
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Why?
Jacksonville.
How is Jacksonville a team that you got?
I would say it like this. because I had higher hopes for Jacksonville because they had the basis, they had the blueprint to not be. I'm not saying they were a playoff team, but they had the blueprint to win some games and to go out there and set a foundation for the future years, so they can grow, eventually get to being a playoff team. But the fact that they waited so long to play Bortles, and the fact that they can't keep Blackman and Shorts on the and Marquise Lee on the field, and the fact that they went out and got Toby Gerhardt and thought that that was an accomplishment, I mean, it's just like you had it right there. I feel like if they were winning that first halftime, I feel like if they would have hung on to win that game, they wouldn't be like 0-5 right now. I feel like obviously they would have won that game, but I mean, I feel like they would have won some more games. They would use that as momentum to carry over. And the fact that, I don't know if you know, like, did you see the Jacksonville versus Indianapolis game where Andrew Luck just went in there and just crushed them? And he had about like 37 touchdowns in that game.
But you got to. But Maurice, I'm respecting what you're saying, but I don't agree that you picked Jacksonville because.
I'm getting to that. Like I'm getting to that right now. Like, what's the most disappointing thing? The most disappointing thing is that they had the potential to do things. They chose not to do it. They couldn't do it for whatever reason. And then in this Indianapolis versus Jacksonville game, when Blake Bortles first made his debut, and he had a touchdown in garbage time. So like it was like 35 to like 7 or so, something like that. And the fans are sitting there chanting his name, like he just won a Super Bowl. Like, oh, you felt like they were so loud and chanting his name, like he did something. He had a touchdown against the third-string defense in garbage time. Like that. Like, this is where Jacksonville fans have come to. Like, the fact that they need to feel the need to cheer a player we finally got on the board, even though we're losing by 30 points. We're finally on the board. I mean, that's how disappointed. I feel like they could have been a lot better than that 0-5.
Yeah, all right, but see, again, I don't think it would be any difference if Bortles started week 1 or now, because the thing is this: you have injuries on the offense. It's a new idea. My thing is this: this is a sacrifice season for this team. This team's supposed to lose. This team is supposed to get a top draft pick next year to add on with Blake Bortles. I mean, a running back. They need a for sure running back. When you got Toby Gerhardt. I think that was my worst fantasy pickup of all time.
Why did you pick him up? Pick him up for this week.
Hey, listen, I forgot we live. I didn't mean to pick him up, but you got him. Then you got Robinson, the former quarterback, sharing carries. I mean, they have no running game. You need a running game. I keep saying it. Offensive line, running game cures a quarterback. It makes the quarterback easier to play this game, especially when you're a rookie. And Jacksonville, I really don't expect that from. They're gonna go through a lot of bumps and bruises. I don't. If you're beating Jacksonville by 40 points, like the Colts, and all you do is beat bad teams, you're scoring 40, but against the good teams, you can't win. I don't even give you credit. You're supposed to beat Jacksonville. You're supposed to.
Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
He's the culprit. All right, my team that I'm not impressed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me take my water before I tell you why.
Sip the tea.
Sipping, because it is my business. I'm picking the Eagles. All right? I'm picking the Eagles because we went last year with this Chip Kelly Oregon offense. The offense looked more scarier last year than it did this year. Okay, you let go of Deshaun Jackson. You have Gordon Matthew. You got Macklin back. Okay, you still got Nick Foles. What's going on? We have an issue with the practice. Now we get the offensive line dropping like flies. They're barely winning football games. Now here's the thing. They won 2 games off of Sproles making a big play, 1 touchdown. I mean, it's football. I don't believe in luck. Okay, this is a game. But, you got to like, all right, wow. The Eagles have not even dominated a football game at all.
No, they haven't.
At least my Cowboys dominated the Saints game. That's something they dominated. The Eagles have just gotten by. Now, you mean to tell me you go to the 49ers, you at the goal line. How in the world you cannot score in the goal line? 3 times before you can score. Then last week you played against Jacksonville. They were up by, what was it?
17.
17.
Yeah, 17.
Pardon me, it was not Jacksonville. It was the Rams.
The Rams. Ha.
Rookie came out, and he brought his team back within a touchdown. Had they scored that touchdown in the drive, the Eagles had no time to score points at all. They would have lost the game. Now, my thing is this. How can you be impressed with a team like that? How can you?
Well,
they're winning by the skin of their teeth. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You will not survive next week against the New York Football Giants playing games like that. You got to score points and play defense. Now, my thing is there any truth into what Carrie Williams said about the Eagles practicing too hard? Because, my God, the injuries are piling up. Injuries are piling up. Groin injuries, leg injuries, and groin injuries and hamstring are the most ones where you're constantly,
Yeah.
So, is there any truth to this? What Carrie Williams is saying? And on top of that, Chip Kelly, I don't really understand what he's doing. I really don't. His play call is very questionable at times.
See,
very questionable.
It's because this is what happens when a college coach gets overpraised and overhyped in college and then comes to the NFL. They feel like, oh, they want me because of what I did in college, so I'll keep doing what I did in college. That worked at Oregon. Oregon, he was scoring 60, 70 points, running people out the gym. That's because you can have 100 people on the team. You can rotate offensive linemen in and out. You can rotate running backs in and out. You can rotate wide receivers in and out. Everybody can go in and out. In the NFL,
right.
You only have a set amount of people. You can't rotate your offensive line. Who rotates their offensive line? You only dress 7 offensive linemen for the game. You can ask Atlanta Falcons about that because we ended up playing with 4. So I mean, you don't have that much offensive line. That means they got to be in much better shape. The fact that he might have some truth to it because they do get off to horrible starts, and the fact that their defense isn't that good, is going to come back to bite them, and it actually did come back to bite them in San Francisco. Their defense isn't that good, so they have to score a bunch of points, and they have to score, and they have to hold the ball and keep their defense off the field. Not just so the other offense can score points. So because their defense is a liability to this team. Offense is clearly top.
Another thing also is that where's Shady McCoy? Where is Shady McCoy?
Get him on a milk box.
What is he doing?
Get that man on a milk box because he ain't doing nada. Because you know what he's doing? He's still doing sit-ups in his hotel room like that Sunday morning countdown commercial. Because he ain't on the field running the ball.
Hold on. I want to ask you. I want to ask you, Maurice, and I would love for any 2 Minute Warning fans listen to the show right now to chime in. I want to ask all the Eagles fans, if there's any Eagles fans at 2 Minute Warning. Are you accepting that Shady McCoy took himself out in the fourth quarter to let Davin Sproles play? You understand that when the opposing team is coming back at you, and you come back on the field, you want your best players on the field. Now, I understand if it was injuries involved or anything like that. No injuries, no anything. You took yourself out the game and let Davin Sproles play. I don't want to hear that crap that, he's a good player just like me. No. You're one of the highest paid players on this team, especially in the position. You're Shady McCoy. How the hell you take yourself out this football game to let the newcomers, pros, get in here.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Chip Kelly came out and he said that. Chip Kelly he was asked by WIP asked Chip Kelly, what was the reason why McCoy went out? Did you have a problem with him? No. He was ready to face his own. He took himself out the football game. And I keep and I tell a lot of fans this. Anytime a new coach comes on a new football team, 90% of the time, even the best player on that team, he's getting rid of. You know why? Because it's not his player.
Yeah.
We all witnessed Deshaun Jackson go, and I said that Deshaun Jackson would not be Eagle no more. Last year.
Player, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Watch Shady McCoy not be a Philadelphia Eagle next year. Chip Kelly he will revamp this whole. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this is my prediction. Shady McCoy will be traded for a first-round draft pick while he's still young, and they're gonna try to got it. I'm telling you right now, somebody will. Somebody definitely will. He's not a running back that all right, he's not worth a first-round pick. If you're a team out there
second round draft,
second round. I'm telling you, they're gonna.
I'm not trading anybody for a first-round pick.
All right, well, we're gonna see. I tell you this much: Shady McCoy will not be there next year. He will not be in that team next year.
It really makes sense because like when they signed Sproles, I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Because they're pretty much like the same kind of back, and then people are like, oh well, they're gonna have them both in the backfield at the same time. Yeah, you don't know who to guard, or you can't guard them both. But the point
ends the quarter.
You can't both have the ball.
Hey, listen, man. We're gonna see. All right, last quarter, we're gonna do our NFL pick'ems. Maurice. Pick'em time. All right, we're gonna start off Thursday night football. We got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Houston, Texas, to face Fitzpatrick and J.J. Watt. All right, I got the Texans winning this football game for I think they're gonna come back after the bad loss they suffered at Dallas. Embarrassing from J.J. Watt. I think he's gonna go beast mode and get to Andrew Luck. They'll do enough to win this football game.
I can't stand Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's not a good quarterback.
That's not.
He's not.
He's a good quarterback.
I don't like him. I can't like. This is the only reason why I pick against the team ever. It's always because of him. But I actually have the Texans in this game because Andrew Luck struggles on the road. He struggles against the Texans from when they actually are good. This seems to kind of be one of them. If Aaron Foster can continue his dominant running like he did last game and get me 31 more fantasy points, then yeah, they'll definitely have a good chance to win this game.
Can I ask you a question? All right, we both picked the Texans, but why no love for Fitzpatrick? I like Fitzpatrick. I just think that Bill O'Brien is going too conservative. This guy got an arm. He can definitely throw that football. We know that.
You know why? Because I went to college in Rochester, New York, which is an hour away from Buffalo. Guess whose games I had to watch on Sunday? The Bills game.
Oh, wait a minute! You're telling me?
Guess who was the quarterback during that time?
Maurice, how dare you?
I watched him firsthand. I watched him firsthand.
Listen, is the reason you're telling me Fitzpatrick wasn't that better? Listen, he was.
But I'm saying, who does he really have now? I mean, besides Andre Johnson, Andre Johnson is the second best decoy in the league behind Fitzpatrick.
Okay, wait a minute.
How about this? Nobody throws in the ball.
But why can't we blame the guys surrounding him? Andre Johnson, you always want money. Every offseason is I want to leave and get traded. Here's some more money. Okay, I'll stay. You can't catch the ball if they won't throw it to you. Listen,
catch what they don't throw.
Listen, he called one screen pass, and he took off. I saw no ankle problem right there.
He's not hurt.
All right, you got Hopkins. You got some good tight ends. You got Arian Foster. Come on now, these guys got to perform too as well. They got to play.
I'm not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
You know what? If he throws 4 touchdowns this week, man, I'm gonna try to find him on Twitter and say, can you write to my good friend Maurice? This game is dedicated.
If he throws four or touchdown passes, you hug your loved ones goodbye, because the world is about to end.
All right, we got the Chicago Bears going to your Atlanta Falcons.
I got a lot of Atlanta win this game. I got Atlanta win this game. They have to win. They have to win this game. Chicago's defense is garbage. And
of course you do.
Chicago's defense is garbage. They just finished blowing a game against Carolina, and this is the last home game they have, I think, until like December almost, because they're on the road a lot, and their only home game is against the Lions in London. So this is the last home game for a while. So they better enjoy this home cooking.
Well, I agree. I got Atlanta Falcons winning this game in a good this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a very good game. Atlanta, this is gonna be a nice fantasy game as well.
Yeah, you should trade me Julio Jones.
Nah. Give me Oliver or somebody else.
I'll give you Alshon Jeffrey. Straight
I don't need him no more. I don't want him no more. Nah. Disappointment. But I do got Atlanta winning this football game. All right. We got the Patriots traveling to the Buffalo Bills. I got the Bills winning this football game. This is the game. This is going to be the game where they can't wait to get up the next morning, and they're going to be hyped. They're going to get to Tom Brady. I see a game similar to how the Patriots lost against the Chiefs in this game.
You know what?
Come on. Are we going to agree on this one?
No, I know that Dallas and Seattle is playing this week. I know Giants and Philly are playing this week. I know San Francisco and St. Louis are playing this week. This game will be the game of the week. I think this game will be the best game this week. I think Buffalo wins in a close one at the end with a sack on Tom Brady to seal the deal. I think they're going to win this game at home. They're going to be hyped up. They're coming off a good win. They're in the lead for the division. They want to put a stranglehold on that division right now because the rest of the division is kind of like up in the air. If they win this game, they're in prime position to win the division.
All right, so we 3 for 3 agreeing. All right, we got the Carolina Panthers playing at the Bengals. Who you got, Maurice?
I got the Bengals because they're at home. Carolina's not a good team. It's just short and simple.
Wow, I'm with you. We're 4 for 4.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals are gonna steamroll on the Carolina Panthers this game. All right, we're gonna move on. We got the Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. Now, I'm gonna dedicate this pick to Reggie Brown out there. If Reggie Brown's watching, listening, Reggie, the last time the Browns played Pittsburgh at your house, Cleveland put up a good fight, man. Almost damn near won this game. Cleveland has been kind of impressive the way they stay in all their football games. Last week, they had a good comeback against Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. I like the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday.
I got the Browns beating the Steelers too.
I don't believe it.
I know, right? Yeah, we agree with everything, right?
We 5-5.
Oh, yeah, like they got a nice win, nice comeback win. They're at home. They're feeling themselves right now. Steelers aren't that good anyway. Steelers should have lost to Jacksonville last week, but that's none of my business. Yeah, I got the Browns this week.
I don't believe it. It's the day of the Geechies arriving.
I know,
My
right?
God, this is crazy. All right, we're 5 for 5. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. Let's see this. This is a hard choice. But I had the Tennessee Titans winning this football game against Jacksonville.
This is a hard one because I don't know which Tennessee team is going to show up. But who's at home again?
Tennessee.
Tennessee's at home, right? I don't know what team's going to show up, but you know what? I finally like Jacksonville. They finally get their first win, though. They're going to get. They're going to get their win.
The streak just stopped, Maurice. We killed the streak. Five straight. The streak just ended. All right, we got the Green Bay Packers playing at the Miami Dolphins. I had the Green Bay Packers winning this football game handsomely. Handsomely. Green Bay's going to go in there. They're going to run the football. They're going to get the ball out to their playmakers. Watch that kid, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Now you got Cobb. You have Eddie Lacy doing his part, especially with Cobb in space. You got another big play receiver in Devontae Adams now. Green Bay's going to get loose. They're getting very, very loose. They're going to win this game and blow out.
I got Green Bay win this game as well, but I don't want them to blow them out because when they blow people out, they sit Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is on one of my fantasy teams. Give me the points.
Wow,
give me the
that's
points.
Crazy.
Keep him in the game. Keep him in the game, and keep throwing to Randall Cobb, who's also on my fantasy team in a PPR league. So yeah, I got Green Bay.
I don't want to get hurt.
I got Green Bay.
I don't want to get hurt. All right. We have the Detroit Lions playing at Minnesota. Let me tell you something. I tell you this right. I don't like Detroit at all. The way they lost to Buffalo. I don't like this football team at all. At all. I don't think what's the coach name again? Calhoun?
Calhoun.
Calhoun. I never liked him as a coach. I don't like the way he have his. He's a new coach. He don't like his team. He's gonna put his own plays and build up. So I got the Minnesota Vikings winning this football game at home. Bridgewater comes back, and you're gonna start seeing him get loose with North Turner.
Yeah, I actually like the Vikings in this game as well. The Lions don't fall for the trap of saying, oh well, look, they're on the top of the division or the top four, and no, like their schedule gets harder. They start losing dramatically. They're not a good team. Anytime a decent quarterback plays them, they lose. They're going to lose this game.
All right, this is a hard one. The Denver Broncos at the New York Jets. The Broncos are going to win this game. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't care who the starting quarterback for the Jets are. Denver's winning this game and a blowout.
Okay, look. Bold prediction for the week. Because the Jets are at home, right?
Yes.
Broncos by 30. Broncos by 30.
That's a good blowout.
Yeah. The Jets.
Wow.
The Jets.
You know what? The Jets are going to be in Miami that weekend.
Listen. I wish Dominic had called in, so we would know what's the point spread that game. Because I'll take Denver with all the points against the Jets.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens playing at Tampa Bay. This is gonna be a good game. I think Tampa has responded well, playing after the big blowout they had with Atlanta Falcons a couple of weeks ago. They responded well, beating the Steelers. They came close to beating the Saints last week. I like Tampa at home. Mike Glennon finally. Lovie Smith gets it. He gets it. Glennon is the quarterback, and this team is looking good. I like him at home.
I like the Ravens on the road here. They're coming off of a tough loss. Like I keep saying it every week, when I pick against them, Tampa Bay is not that good. So they're not that good. They're still a little bit dysfunctional. It's just that it showed you just how dysfunctional the Saints are. Them being close. It was more of an indictment on the Saints than a praise for the Bucs.
All right, we get the trap game coming up. The Chargers playing at the Oakland Raiders. The trap game right here. Okay, but I think Phillip Rivers escapes the trap, and he leads the Chargers to a victory against the Raiders.
I had to stop myself from from going to the waiver wire and grabbing any Chargers player I could find to put on my fantasy team for this game. The Chargers are going to beat these people like a drum. Like it's not even going to be close. It's not going to be close. It's not going to be close at all. I mean, like Antonio Gates is going to have 3 touchdowns right after the opening coin toss.
So are you predicting, Maurice, that Oakland Raiders will be on NFL Chocolate's hot list of?
Yeah. By the way, did you see Tony Soprano bury that ball and say, "Oh, we're gonna bury that. It's part of the season, like it matters."
Yeah.
I'm like you gotta, if you want to give it the season, bury the players. The players are no good. It's not the ball's fault.
All right. All right, we got the Redskins playing at the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona will win this football game. Kirk Cousins is Arizona. Carson Palmer comes back. This team will start rolling again. Fitzgerald will get his touchdown. Andre Ellington will be running crazy. I like the Cardinals at home.
It really doesn't matter who's at quarterback. I can start for the Cardinals. We'll still win by 10 points. So yeah. The Cardinals are gonna win this game. I don't care for Washington at all. Like they're really not like that's another team that needs to blow up. They need to blow.
All right. Here it goes. It's my favorite pick of the week. We got America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. That's right, Sean. America's team, Sean, going to the Seattle Seahawks. I got my Cowboys winning this football game. I'm not saying because of DeMarco Murray. I'm not saying because of Des Bryant. And of course, Tony Romo's the quarterback. He's part of this. It's going to be the role players. Dwayne Harris, Cole Beasley, Gavin Escobar, Lance Dunbar. I'm telling you, the Cowboys will go in this game and beat. This is their Super Bowl right here. Right now,
I'm talking about LOG when they don't get to the
Stop interrupting, man. I'm on a roll here. I'm telling you this. The Cowboys will win this football game, and let me tell you something. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till 7:30 when Facebook is going crazy and going nuts, and the media goes nuts Monday morning when my Cowboys are victorious against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to leave it there.
I'm going to need your gamer tag from Madden because you clearly playing Madden with that pick because I said it was going to be close. I didn't say they was going to win.
Give me a score. Give me a score.
Going to win 27-21. 27-21 Seattle. And it's going to be close. That's why I'm giving it going to be close because that defense is still that defense back home in that noise where Tony Romo should be used to the noise because he got to silent count his own crowd.
Oh, wait. Listen.
So, I mean,
listen. I'm going to tell you this right now.
That's been embarrassing.
The last 3 games, first of all the home games have been nuts. Those home games where you had other teams' fan base coming to your stadium, and it felt like a road game, help this team Sunday. Because Seattle is live. Here's the thing. Seattle cannot match up, cannot score points back and forth. They cannot do it. But I'm telling you, the Broncos sent the blueprint. The Chargers sent the blueprint.
Yeah.
Them linebackers cannot cover. Them corners cannot cover. They're zone corners. Their best coverage guy is Earl Thomas. We'll take care of him.
Okay.
We'll move on. We're gonna move on. All right, we got the New York Giants going at Philadelphia Eagles. I love this NFC East game. I got the Giants winning this football game. This is where the NFC East will get a lot closer than what it is right now by game. I have the Giants going to Philly and beating Philly. I think Philly is going to start dropping down some games.
Yeah, I'm only going with Philly to be honest because it's in Philadelphia. If it was in New York, I would go with the Giants. But I think that, you know, it's a division game. They get up for division games. They still have to, because everybody, they know everybody and their moms pick the Eagles to win this division. So they know that the Giants are going to be okay. Hey, we need to go in here and win this game to prove it to ourselves that we can win. So the Eagles, they need to whole serve, and they need to win this game. So I feel like it's even though it's early in the season, I feel like a must win for the Eagles, because if the Eagles lose this game, like here comes the free fall. Here comes the doubt. Here comes the question. Here, yes, especially after they started 4-0 to lose to go 1-2 in the next three games. Yeah, they need to win this game. They need this game more than the Giants do.
They do. They definitely do. You have a lot of injuries out there. Their line's messed up, and their linebacker core. Michael Kendrick's hurt. Nico Ryan's hurt. I'm telling you, I think the Giants are going to win this game. It's going to be a good game, though.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We got the Monday Night Football game. The San Francisco 49ers playing at the St. Louis Rams. This is a trap game.
This is a trap game.
We're all over it. I like the Rams at home. Kaepernick has not been turning over the football, but at the same time, he's not being dominant at the position. He's not playing like the $100 million quarterback he's supposed to be. And I don't mean by a Super Bowl or anything like that. I'm talking about playing the position. He's running off of dink and dunk passes, dink and dunks. Okay, his running game is pretty good, but he's not being the quarterback he's supposed to be. I think the Rams at home, Austin Davis is playing pretty good for a rookie. I think the Rams win this football game. Upset.
I don't know if I'm ready. I'm going to go as far as picking the upset, but I do like the fact that their Rams offense is coming along. I mean, even though, of course, like I said, Philly's defense is not good at all. So, like, they did put up points on them. They did put up points on the Cowboys. I think the Rams put up the most points against the Cowboys.
Hey, watch your mouth, man. Watch it.
So I mean, so the Rams they can get up and play like they're at home right now. I know the crowd is going to be hyped because hey, the St. Louis Cardinals got to the NLCS. The fans might be a little mad because they're gonna lose game 1 and 2 to the Giants.
Very good point.
But yeah, I think San Francisco will win this game. It'll be real close though.
Yeah, listen, he's throwing the ball to Cook, Brian Quick, Trevon Austin should be playing this football game. You're gonna have Zach Stacy back. You're gonna have Benny Cunningham back.
Zach Stacy been back and he ain't been doing nada. He ain't been giving me nothing on fantasy.
But listen. See, you're being very selfish with this.
Well, I mean,
selfish.
What other interest do I have in the St. Louis Rams other than my fantasy team with Zach Stacy? This is his game. He needs to prove to me that it wasn't a mistake drafting him.
Hey, listen. I offered you beast mode, Marshawn Lynch, man. You wouldn't take him.
Because you tried to trade rate me, man. It was messed up.
No.
Yeah.
After this show, we could do something. You know, I give you beast mode for Oliver and somebody else. You got.
I don't know. See, I might want to keep Oliver, like depending on what he do.
Well, I did hear that he had a little hamstring problems.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we gotta wrap this up, guys. Wrap it up. I'll check the report.
All right, but so far we got all our picks in. It's gonna be a good week for a good week 6 in football. There's gonna be some good storylines coming up on next morning. We're gonna see the Cowboys that much of a quality team to beat if they beat Seattle. We're gonna see how close the NFC East race will be with the Giants and Philly. We're gonna see a bunch of Buffalo Bills and how they beat if they can beat the Patriots. We're gonna see if anybody gets fired after the Jets and Denver Bronco game.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah, Rex Ryan. I can see it. I can see it coming. It's gonna be some definitely good storylines coming Monday, and I definitely can't wait. So, yeah. Which games would you be looking at, Maurice? the most?
Well, obviously I'm gonna be trying to check out others Atlanta Chicago game. We always play each other tough, and nobody has defenses, so that'll probably be the highest scoring game that is this weekend. So between actually that's the one you should watch, because then you really get to see who the best wide receiver duo in the league is.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'll tell you this. I must say this. The Bears, I'll give you Atlanta right now. Experience. Roddy White and Julio Jones I've always said Julio got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
He looks. I just don't like the play call. What's wrong with them? You know.
Don't get me started on the play.
All right, yeah, I don't want you to start.
Don't get me started on the
But they beat themselves with the Giants. They beat themselves. They should have won that.
He went for it on his own 20. He went for 4th down on his own 20 with 4, and then he gave him the easy 3 points. What are you doing?
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everyone that tuned in today. We will be doing these shows on YouTube going forward with the efforts to actually put it on television. So this show will be downloaded and will be aired on TV. You can still catch it on YouTube. I'd like to also make an announcement about some other things we have going on. Thanks to all the people that are participating in all the fantasy football leagues. We have 4 of them going on. Maurice is a league manager in the Keeper League. So thank you guys, and hopefully some of you get rich from this. Or sort of, kind of. It's only like $35, but that's rich to some of us.
Hey, Trish.
I want to go.
Hey, Trish.
Trish, I'm coming for you.
Hey, Trish. When I'm winning the league, we going to Sizzlers. We all going to
cheddar biscuits.
He's going Sizzler. He's going Sizzler.
Also, for all of you that are waiting for fantasy basketball, we'll have one league this year. If we do a free league, that might be our second, but we are doing a money league, and the details with that are coming soon. We got NFL Chocolate that launches on Wednesdays. You better catch that, because somebody we know does that. Somebody in 2-minute warning does it. I'm not trying to point any fingers at that one or none of I'm not pointing any fingers at the person that does. But check him out. We have something special coming up with Maurice, and that's my fault that we haven't done it yet. And I also have my own podcast for I do NBA stuff for an hour. It's going to be called Outside the Arc. Tune in as I roast some of these teams. I have no feelings when it comes to basketball. I have zero feelings when it comes to basketball, not even for my own team. So look out for that. Again, thanks to all of you who have joined in, and see you next week. Peace out.
God bless y'all.
Peace.